hour. The Israel Defense Forces says it has begun the first steps of its controversial military assault on Gaza City after calling up tens of thousands of reservists. This comes as the Netanyahu government considers a new ceasefire deal accepted by Hamas to pause nearly 2 years of war. Hamas responds to the start of Israel's new attack on Gaza City, calling it a blatant disregard for efforts to broker a ceasefire and hostage release deal. Critics inside and outside Israel warn that the new offensive will endanger hostages, displace hundreds of thousands, and worsen an already dire humanitarian crisis. In the United States, President Donald Trump's administration has imposed sanctions on 2 judges and 2 prosecutors at the International Criminal Court over the arrest warrant issued for Israeli officials. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio called the court a national security threat and an instrument of lawfare against the U.S. and Israel. Russia has slammed attempts to provide security guarantees for Ukraine without Moscow's participation. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov criticized European leaders who met Trump in Washington, calling the efforts clumsy lobbying. A U.S. judge says the Trump administration is in a better position than the federal courts to release materials that would satisfy public curiosity about the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. This comes as the Trump administration faces escalating pressure over the release of the Epstein files after a judge previously rejected a bid to unseal Ghislaine Maxwell's records. Texas lawmakers have approved a new congressional map designed to give Republicans an edge in next year's House of Representatives elections. This comes after 2 weeks of stalling by Democrats who fled the state in an unsuccessful bid to rally support. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi says Europeans have no right to trigger snapback sanctions under the moribund 2015 deal or extend the October deadline to do so. Tehran issued the statement after limiting its cooperation with the IAEA nuclear watchdog following the 12-day war with Israel. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un praised heroic North Korean troops who fought for Russia in the war against Ukraine during a meeting with officers of the army's overseas operation. Moscow and Pyongyang have strengthened ties since Russia's war in Ukraine began, with Kim sending troops to fight in the Kursk region.